Dear students, we are learning the causes for the struggle of 1857, and in it we learn economic cause, and now we have to learn about social causes, right? And in it we have to learn why the peoples were against the British government or against the Britishers. First, the Indians felt that the Britishers were interfering in the culture, tradition and custom of India. It's a main cause that the Indians felt the Britishers or British officers were interfering in the culture, tradition and customs of India. And in it, where they have interfered? Sati prohibition. In the last chapter we learned what is Sati prohibition. Means after the death of husband, the woman has to sacrifice her life. Widow remarriage. These acts were corrected from the British officers, and it was good for the point of view, correct for the social point of view. But then also some of the orthodox Indian peoples, they thought that the Britishers there is an interference in their lifestyle, and hence they were dissatisfied. It is the social cause of 1857 struggle that the Britishers, they were interfering in the lifestyle of Indian people, or they were interfering in the cultural, traditional and customs of Indian people. Now, political causes. After 1757, now after 1757, many of the princely states of our country, or small princely states, that were annexed by Lord Dalhousie by showing the reasons, like he dethroned, means he dethroned or he annexed the Ayodhya region to the British states by showing the reason of grounds of maladministration. Maladministration means the person or the Nawab of Ayodhya, he is not running the administration smoothly, or he says that this person is not able for the post of Nawab. So maladministration. Whereas the princely states of Satara, Nagpur and Jhansi were annexed through the doctrine of lapse. Doctrine of lapse means failure in the administration. He is doctrine of lapse means under the doctrine of lapse, these states, princely states of Satara, Nagpur and Jhansi were annexed by Lord Dalhousie to the British, we can say the British states, or to the British government by showing the doctrine of lapse, means the failure of these kings in the administration. And due to the policies of Dalhousie, the Indians did not consider the British as trustworthy. It was the political cause that the policies of Lord Dalhousie, it is against the British, it is against the Indians, and these policies are not trustworthy for the Indians. It is the political cause. Now, discontent among Indian officers. Discontent means the Indian soldiers, Indian sepoys were dissatisfied or unhappy. That is discontent, or we can say make dissatisfied or unhappy. The Indian soldiers were given low status by the British officers. In the British East India Company, many of the Indian sepoys were there, Indian soldiers were there, but the government or the Britishers, they given low status. They could not gain any post higher than the Subedar. Means though the sepoy or soldier has a capacity to gain higher post, then also they can't gain or they can't achieve the higher position than the subedar. Means subedar will be the last promotion for them. After the subedar they can't go on the next position, and they were paid less compared to the British soldier. It was also another that make the discontent among the soldier. They paid or their salary was less in the compared to the British soldier. The allowances were also gradually decreased. Due to these reasons, there was growing discontent among the Indian soldiers, or growing discontent or dissatisfaction among the British or among the Indian soldiers. That is, their allowances were decreased, their salary were paid less compared to the British soldiers, and they could not gain any higher post than the subedar. This also makes the discontent among the Indian soldiers or Indian sepoys. Right? Now, immediate causes. Immediate causes means to the present time or to the present place. Immediate means right on the particular place. Immediate present time or on the present place. Some these causes were there. In 1856, the British provided long Enfield rifles. It is the name of the rifle or gun. Enfield. Long Enfield rifles was provided by the Britishers to the every soldier in the year 1856 to the Indian sepoys. The sepoys were required to bite the end of the cartridge. The news spread out that these cartridges were smeared in the fats of cow and pig. It is the immediate cause. In the year 1856, the British government provided long Enfield rifles to the Indian sepoys, and on the sepoys were required to bite, means on the face of this Enfield rifle, at the end of the cartridge or one this type of cartridge, means suppose it's a rifle, and at the end of this here will be the cartridge, or here will be the one particular cartridge that they needs to bite with their teeth. Bite at the end of the cartridge. The news spread out that these cartridges were smeared or made up of dirty fats of cow and pig, and the news was spread among the sepoys or among the soldier that these cartridges are made up of the cow and pig's meat or fats. And we know the cows are holy for the Hindus, and pigs, they are giving the low, we can say the cows are holy for the Hindus, and pigs are dirty, or they are giving the low importance to the pigs. This is pigs are not holy for the Muslims, means cow and pigs fats were used or smeared on the cartridges. This news was spread among, and due to these religious sentiments of Hindus and Muslim sepoys were hurt and made them unhappy. It is the immediate cause that 1856 the Enfield rifles were provided to the Indian sepoys, and the news spread out that these cartridges were smeared or made up of the dirty fats of cow and pig, and due to this the religious sentiments or the religious emotions of the Hindus and Muslims were hurt, and that made them unhappy. It is also the very important cause of 1857 struggle, Indian freedom struggle of 1857, immediate cause of Enfield rifles. It is also the very important cause, right?